I'm really loving space. So, we take Ely back to her aunt. Imagine that actually went well and hold on to that image. Kid was something else, and the universe won't take her without a fight, but... Then we go back to Racia Prani and get that part from the merchant. Of course, we still need one other part for it to work. He says he gets his gear from a friend who hauls the same kind of junk on a range between that system and another one nearby. Nearby, meaning 4 days away for us. And, of course, that's where the friend is right now. It's a hell of a distance to go on a maybe, but he also has a package for this friend, and he's paying haulage if we take it. I say he better be paying 200 cred, because that's what I'm asking now. So, we have a package and cargo, half the parts we need to reach Earth before I'm astral dust, and a few credits to our name, and all I can think is, sweet crisis, I miss 21st century music. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Aaliyah! Yo, Aaliyah!
I'm awake.
Can you hear that too, or am I going nuts? What's that noise?
It's a distress signal. The origin is not far from here.
Seriously? A legit distress beacon?
It seems so.
Whew, that's big. What is it?
A mining vessel. It appears to be stationary and inactive, so we should be able to dock easy enough.
Hey, ho, wait a minute. You actually want to answer the signal?
I assumed so. They are in need. That's what it means.
Yes, but it's also how every space horror starts. That or throwing something out of ice and not immediately torching it.
This is not media.
Yeah, but what would we even have to offer? I barely know first aid, and that ship likely carries more people than the total weight of the Nova. Any more bodies in here than mine and it gets a little tight, so...
We won't know without investigating. They might simply need directions.
Directions. And you're okay with the risk?
Are we not already up to our sensors and risk?
Fine. So, as if this isn't enough of a trope already, the ship accepts us to dock without a word from anyone on board. All indications show that there's enough air and nothing toxic floating around, and I didn't get eviscerated by a beastie the second we step on board. But do we see a single person? Hachi-machi. This place is almost bigger than it seemed from out there. Actual walking space, and I don't have to duck through the doorways either.
Nothing seems out of place, though I'm not sensing any crew.
I expected pipes and steam, iron grilled floor and grunge. This looked like it could be a cruise ship. All these empty crew quarters? Are you sure it's a mining vessel?
The signal came with basic identifiers. It identified as an outer space mineral miner.
Like from asteroids? What's in outer space that's more plentiful than on a planet?
I don't know. I have no base packs that delve into mining.
You sure the bridge is this way? Just keep heading vaguely towards the bow-esque end of the ship?
I don't know that either.
Of course the noises have to start too. If we don't find it soon, then I am ripcording the heck out of here.
You went out of your way for Ely.
That song just kind of played itself the way we had already been singing, and eventually we were just too involved.
You walked into an active war zone to deliver a crate.
I'm not saying I don't want to help people, but that was all just stuff that got in the way of getting what we need, and it was more efficient to just go with it than around it. If we stop for everyone that needs help, we will never be able to help ourselves.
We're doing alright. We have made great progress already.
We have one piece out of 2 for the ship. It took us weeks to get it. We're heading towards another at a snail's pace, and I still have no further information about where Earth is or how we can get there.
I trust in how you appear capable, regardless of the situation you're put in, and that we will know the path to take when we see it.
I only appear capable, huh?
You know what I mean. My senses in this A unit are pretty unoptimized, but I don't see how I am unable to detect any signs of issue or distress here.
It really is a ghost town. Like, everyone just got in an escape pod and left without a fuss. No blood, or bullet holes, or claw marks. Maybe they found a mineral that makes you disintegrate into, I don't know, whatever people disintegrate into?
I think media gave you some concerning expectations.
Life imitates art, companies invent the Torment Nexus, spaceship beacons spell bad news.
The Torment Nexus?
It's an internet post from... never mind. Alright, this looks like a bridge if I've ever seen one.
Also unoccupied.
Hello.
Holy crisis, that scared the life out of me.
Hello?
I am designated Keith, AI assistant of the rescue gambit.
It's seriously called that?
I'm Aaliyah. This is Commander Rio Nova. We received a distress signal from this vessel.
Yes, I activated the signal as this vessel is unable to make contact with Zealous Command without the crew.
Where are they?
I must protect Zealous property at all times as mandated by my protocols.
What does that mean?
The crew disconnected me from Zealous Command, attempting to sell their last haul without reporting it to Zealous.
Uh-oh.
I identified their illegal hacking of Zealous property. Procedure dictated I depressurize and evacuate the vessel's atmosphere into space to halt their behavior.
You flushed them into space? Killed them?
I am unable to reverse the hacking, however, and thus cannot contact Zealous for command codes to return to a depot for vessel decommission.
I see, but was there not a course of action that could have been less fatal?
I followed procedure for highest chance of effectiveness.
And you felt nothing doing it?
You know he's not like you, Lee. He can't feel. He can only do what he is told by programming or proclamation, and he doesn't have the capacity to make any actual decisions. No offense, Keith.
I cannot be offended.
I know, Rhea. Keith, would you allow me access to your systems to disable the hack? So you won't be stranded?
This is agreeable. Please engage the highlighted port.
You want to go in there?
I do.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm running through your system. I'll find your protocols and look for anything out of place.
What does it look like to you?
Like when I dream. Watching everything sorting and storing and quantifying. Only in here, it's like looking at someone else's handwriting. Like hearing familiar words in a different accent.
Cool.
I found the ship's schematics. Interesting.
What?
Okay. I found the programming protocol that they changed. Only they didn't change it. Keith, they completely removed it. There's just a rough gap where it should be. They must have completely deleted it. I can't see a trail, and I wouldn't even know how to begin to replace it. I'm afraid we can't do anything.
Unfortunate.
So he's just stuck here till someone from Zealous finds him and fixes it?
That's likely. However, I did see something else, Rhea. This vessel is a similar manufacture to the Nova. The gravity engine is practically the same iteration, and it has the correct secondary prime starter that we need.
Oh, yes! It's all destined for the scrap bin, too! Keith, you actually have an important engine part here that we need. Is there any chance you'd be willing to let us take it? Make a swap for it? We could send a ping to Zealous in exchange so we both get what we need.
Negative. I do not have the authority to exchange Zealous property. Without my contact protocol, I do not have the correct frequency for Zealous Command to give you.
Keith, we really need that component. And this vessel is destined to be dissected as salvage anyway, right?
Aaliyah?
If it's all going to be destroyed, then us taking it would protect it. You want it protected, correct?
My protocols mandate the protection of Zealous property.
Oh, hold on.
Exactly.
Contact with Zealous is not achievable. Zealous property at risk.
And if we took the part, then we...
Threat unacceptable. I am initiating a deliberate malfunction of vessel systems to result in critical failure.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means self-destruct, Aaliyah.
You have approximately 5 minutes to evacuate your vessel. Thank you for your assistance, and thank you for trusting in Zealous.
Aaliyah, tell me you remember the ship's schematics.
Yes, displaying compass.
Where is the engine?
Just past where we docked. Why do you...
Take me there.
What?
Show me to the part. Jump back to the Nova when we go past and ready it to get clear of the stupid ship.
But how will you...
Let's not waste this opportunity. Just go.
Okay, I'm starting the ship and getting ready to undock.
Okay, this sure looks like the engine to me.
It has 2 gravity drives like ours. They should be behind 2 large panels.
Found him. I see it, but it's bolted in like a damn straitjacket.
Something is creating interference. I think he calls the power core to fault.
Ha! Found a wrench.
Failing systems could make the vessel deadly to you before the estimated 5 minutes.
Stupid broadcast spaceships never cutting any slack.
You're breaking up, Rhea. Rhea? Rhea, can you hear me? I can't see through the noise. Do you have it? Rhea, where are you?
Get us out of here now.
Disengaging dock. Hold on, we're free.
Damn it. Get clear, then turn us around. Get a visual on the ship.
Okay, coming around.
Crisis, it's all bowed outwards.
The hull won't be able to withstand that much pressure.
And pop goes the weasel. Media always showed it happening with a flaming explosion.
It isn't possible for it to combust in a vacuum.
Yeah, I know.
You're bleeding. Are you okay?
Yeah, I hit my head. A total non-essential. No biggie.
It's my fault. I didn't undock fast enough, the vessel started failing, and he did it because
Aaliyah, wind down. I'm okay. I'm okay. You didn't know he would do that.
But you seem to. How?
It seemed like protecting Zealous property meant if Zealous can't have it, no one can. Homie blew them all into space at the drop of a hat.
That didn't bother you? You didn't even flinch.
It just seemed very on brand, I guess. It's weird. Looking at everything going on around me since arriving on Villa 4, I forget I'm not watching a movie sometimes. It's also so fantastical in a way. I'm used to all my normal traumatic events being a little less high octane, a little less sci-fi. It's hard to pass everything as it happens. Keith was a computer AI on a spaceship in space who was nonchalantly homicidal. It all tracks in Hollywood.
He really wasn't like me. It's like a face without a person behind it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just a different kind of existence, I suppose.
Yeah, it's lonely being one of a kind sometimes.
You didn't get the ship part.
It would have taken too long, and I didn't want to risk it. Sort of you drifting all alone in space like Keith.
I can pilot the ship, though.
That's not my point.
Thank you.